morning, everyone, and welcome to our Monday Assembly. Today is Monday, the 10th of October, and our theme for this year is all about It's Okay to Be Me. Today is World Mental Health Day, and we're going to be talking about that in today's assembly. I really like this picture. It's really important that we understand how we feel, and for us to think about the words that we can use to describe how we're feeling, whether that's when we're feeling great or whether we're feeling worried. And then we need to work out what to do when we have certain feelings. I really like this picture as well. I wonder if you can name some of the feelings you think these children have. Something important to know is when we feel really angry, our breaths are slower and we take much shorter breaths. You can feel that your heart raises, it's beating faster. Sometimes when you're feeling angry on the playground, I'll say to you, I can feel that your heart is beating really fast. Sometimes your cheeks go red. That's a time that we know when we're feeling quite angry. And when we're angry, we don't always make the right choices. So one of the suggestions is that we remind ourselves how to take some really good breaths. And I really like the activity on this next page that we're going to try and do together, where you have to breathe in for all of the picture growing and breathe out as the picture disappears. So let's try and give it a go. Breathing out, breathing in. And out. I found that quite difficult to breathe all the way in. Give it a practice. So next time you're feeling perhaps a little bit more angry than you should be, remember to take some of those long, deep breaths in and out again. Whatever feeling we're having, it's really important that we talk to someone about what's going on. This picture here is a lovely one that Mrs. O'Sullivan has done, and she's done some excellent decorating, which you will definitely have the chance to do later this week. Here's the one that I've done for myself. I've actually made myself two hands, one for people that I would speak about things in school, and one for people I would speak to about things out of school. And the things that I'm talking about are my everyday little worries, things I'm not quite sure what to do, or things that I'm really worried about, things that something's happened and I just don't know what to do. I don't know what I should think about it. You need to have people around you who you can really trust to speak to. So my in-school people that I go and speak to are Mr. McConville, Mrs. Crabtree, Mrs. O'Sullivan, Mrs. Folkes-Jones, and Mrs. Simpson. I go to them about worries that I have in school, and sometimes about my worries at home, actually. I share those with the people in school as well. And then I have to think about the times that I'm not around those people because I'm not in school all of the time. So I thought about the people that I'd speak to out of school. I'd speak to my mum. I put my sisters on there, Sharon and Simone, my friend Jeannie, my friend Amanda, and I've got two friends that actually live in America. So if I've got a problem in the middle of the night, they're probably still awake. So I think about all of the people who I would speak to, not just about the little things, but about the things that I maybe just don't know what to do next. So if you haven't done this job already in school, your job this week is to make sure that you have created your own network hand, because this is the network of people around us who can help. And as I said, let me just flip back to the last picture. Mrs. O'Sullivan has done a beautiful job of colouring hers in, putting some stickers on it. So I hope to see some of your fabulous network hands later this week. I thought it would be important to talk about other places you can find support. So if you don't feel you can talk to one of those adults, if there's something going on at school, for example, a bit of bullying, or someone is doing something that's making you feel really bad, you've got to find places to speak to people. So I put on here the phone number of Childline, where actually you can go online to childline.org.uk. So if you've got a phone or an iPad or a tablet, you can access Childline through there. They have an online chat facility that you can speak to somebody who you don't know, but their job is to be able to speak to young people safely. But there's also a telephone number, 0800 1111. So if you have a telephone, you can dial that number. And it's important to note that nobody will see that number. So if you do call, no one will know that you've called because it doesn't come up on any bills. And then I just put this new picture together because at Summerswood, if you're feeling sad, upset, hurt, scared, or any other word, you can talk to any adult in school. And it's really important that you all have at least one adult that you can speak to if you need to. We're just going to take a moment to think at the end of this short assembly today about what should you do if you are worried or upset about something. I've given you a few ideas, but just close your eyes for a moment and think for yourself, what would you do if you were worried or upset? Thank you for listening. I'm looking forward to seeing your fantastic network hands later this week. And remember what we spoke about in assembly on Friday, how I was a bit disappointed that our behaviour had not been keeping up to our Summerswood rules. Be kind, be safe, be involved. Have a great week, everyone.